George Orwell's 1984 is a novel that depicts a story of government mind control, surveillance, and the voiding of citizen rights. The totalitarian party sets about revising historical books and historical records so that the party was always seen as being correct in every single way. This novel also introduced the notion of newspeak. Orwell described it as being the only language in the world whose vocabulary gets smaller every year. Newspeak is basically simplified vocabulary and grammar, such as good and bad. This suits the totalitarian party as they try to make thought crime, which is the idea of thinking outside of the party's beliefs, completely disappear by the manipulation of language. They believe that by removing such words as freedom, people would forget what it was like not being ruled by the party. One character, Syme, said this: "It's a beautiful thing, the destruction of words. This shows that the party is actually destroying language as a whole." Newspeak continues in the modern era. It has never gone away, and here I have some examples I have found to show you. Right, the first example I found is this: EasyJet. Now, I don't know if any of you have ever flown with EasyJet, but the last thing that they are is easy. It's just newspeak. They're trying to say that because they're EasyJet, everything must be easy. Well, I'll tell you something, my friends, it's definitely not easy. I mean, if it was easy, there'd never be any delays, there'd be never any lost baggages, and if we get snow like we did, then their planes wouldn't be stuck on the runway and not even being able to fly. It's just newspeak. That's all it is. Now, my second example is this: a help desk. How many times have you, my friends, rung a help desk and never actually got any help? How many times have they blown you off with some excuse, saying it's broken or insurance doesn't cover it? They don't help, let's be honest. It's just newspeak. They stick in the word help to make you think that they can be your saving grace, but they never really do help, let's be honest. And finally, this one's great. This is the Ministry of Defence, formerly known as the Ministry of War. Now, that is newspeak personified, isn't it? They've changed one word to make it sound a whole lot better. Now, by calling it defence, it makes it sound like that we're getting attacked, that we have to fight to defend ourselves, that we're not starting any wars, we're protecting ourselves, our nation. No, we're still going to war, we're still fighting wars in other countries that have got nothing to do with us, probably over oil, but it's not the Ministry of Defence, is it really? We're still sending people to war, it's still the Ministry of War, it's just newspeak, so that people think that we're defending ourselves and not going on to the attack. Now, after looking at these three examples of mine, I'd like you to have a look at this advert I found on the internet. I think this is absolutely rammed pack with newspeak, so take a look and I'll try and break it down for you after you've had a watch.
Joy. That's who we answer to. Joy is youthful. Joy inspires works of art. It is collectible and shapes the future. Joy has a fan club. It's contagious and it can even be counted. Joy is efficient, dynamic, and unstoppable. We realized a long time ago that what you make people feel is just as important as what you make. And at BMW, we don't just make cars, we make joy.
Now, I think you'll agree that that was definitely full of newspeak. Now, let me try and break it down for you. They say, that's who we answer to. No, I don't think it is. I think you answer to the advertising company and BMW themselves, because I'm pretty sure we're not the ones paying for you to make the advert. I think that it'd go through the advertising system first, and then it will reach us. So, it's just lies, it's just newspeak. This was great. They say that joy is youthful. No, being young is youthful. If you're young, then you're youthful. If you're old, then you're old. They're trying to say that if an old person is joyful, then they become young again. No, age is a number for a reason. So it's just newspeak. They're just saying that joy can make you feel like you're 10 years old again. No, it's just rubbish. And they say that joy can be counted. No, you can't have joy number 1, joy number 2, joy number 467,000. No, it's like love and happiness. You can't stick a number on it. You can't stick a figure on it. It's just a word. It's just a feeling. That's all. It's just newspeak. And they say that joy, it shapes the future. So are they forgetting about the recession, elections, politics, world hunger? No, actually, no, just forget about that. That's it. Joy is the answer to everything. Don't worry, as long as we've got joy in the world, that will shape our future and we'll be able to move on to better and happier times. That's what they're trying to tell us. That it's just a bunch of newspeak. They're just trying to make it sound a lot better than it already is, let's be honest. And finally, I think they tried to take us for a bit of a mug here, to be honest, towards the end. They say, we don't just make cars. No, you don't just make cars. We know that because we're watching your advert. You've clearly made an advert as well. So you're not just making this, you're making adverts as well, aren't you? We're not stupid. We know that you're making the advert as well. You're just trying to use newspeak to say that you're making tons of other fantastic things in this world. But you're not. You're making a car and you're making an advert. It's as simple as that. So that's me breaking down newspeak to the best of my ability. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Thank you very much.